Hello students, welcome back to last part of our video. Now here we have to discuss page 70. Moving to page 70 of your book, topic here which we have to discuss is the sense of collective belongingness. Nationalism spreads when people begin to believe that they all are part of same nation, when they discover some unity that binds them together. Now this sense of collective belongingness would be developed among people belonging to different cultures. So this sense of collectiveness came partially through the experience of united struggle, that is the freedom struggle. There was also a variety of cultural processes through which the spirit of nationalism can be infused in the minds of the people, like folklore, songs, stories, symbols. As mostly the Indian masses were illiterate at that time, so they can easily connect through these forms. Page 71, the identity of the nation can be symbolized in form of figure or image, like that of Bharat Mata. So now let's discuss the image of Bharat Mata. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay created the image of Bharat Mata, and Abindranath Tagore painted her image. Bharat Mata looked like a sannyasini. She is calm, divine and spiritual. Devotion towards her became a proof of nationalism. Now let's talk about Vande Mataram. It was a prayer to Bharat Mata, to our motherland, written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Vande Mataram became the war cry of the Indians. It was later included in his novel Anandmat. Now we have to see revival of folklore. Nationalists toured the villages to collect the folk songs and the legends. Rabindranath Tagore collected a number of folk songs and legends. Page 72 of your book, and continuing with the same topic, that is revival of folklore. In Madras, Nesta Sastry published a 4-volume collection of Tamil folk tales, that is the folklore of southern India. The folk songs and the legends gave a true picture of the Indian culture. They showed their all thoughts and characteristics of the Indians. All this created a national pride among the people. Now continuing on the same page 72, let's talk about flags here, that is the Swadeshi and Swaraj flag. Now first, Swadeshi flag. During Swadeshi movement in Bengal, Swadeshi flag was designed. It was tricolor flag which consists of red, green, yellow color. Swadeshi flag had 8 lotuses representing 8 provinces of British India and a crescent moon representing Hindu and Muslims. Now let's see the Swaraj flag. It was designed by Gandhiji. It was again a tricolor, that is red, green and white, and had a spinning wheel in the center. Please note here students, Swadeshi flag was having red, green and yellow color, and Swaraj flag was having red, green and white color. Another means of creating a feeling of nationalism was through reinterpretation of history, that is rediscovery of India's great past. The Britishers considered Indians backward and primitive. This you all know, that they used to consider that Indians were incapable of governing themselves. They said that the Indians were not capable of ruling themselves. In the 19th century, some educated Indians started the efforts of rediscovering India's great achievements. They rediscovered the achievements made by the Indians in art, architecture, science, mathematics, religion, culture, law, philosophy, trade and craft. Knowledge about the great achievement of the Indians created national pride, self-confidence and self-esteem among the Indians. Now page 73, concluding the chapter, the widespread anger against the Britishers helped in bringing different classes and groups of Indians into common mass struggle for freedom. So our enemy was common, that is Britishers. There was only one thing common among all the people of India, that they are being oppressed by the common oppressor, that is Britishers. Congress under the leadership of Gandhiji tried to bring all these groups into unified umbrella of mass struggle. But we have seen that different social groups who participated in non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement with different expectations and desires. Congress continuously attempted to resolve differences among these groups. Due to the conflicting demands of these groups, whatever movements Gandhiji used to launch, they often broke down. The high points of the nationalist unity were followed by the phases of disunity and inner conflict between these groups. In other words, despite of our differences, we were emerging as a nation with many voices wanting freedom from Britishers. So that is all with your chapter, students. For any query, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Till then, stay safe and healthy.